Well, I'll just give a little weekend update here real quick. Saturday, didn't get out here yesterday like I wanted to. I let my wife have the day for her birthday, so I stayed home with the kids and she got to run around and do what she wanted. And I only got about a half a day in today, if even that. I got here late, and then the old excavator let me down for the first time, folks. The master switch on it, on the batteries, went out, so I jump in to start it and it's just dead as a hammer, right? Not even clicking. So I knew with it not clicking, it wasn't a weak battery. I knew it was a ground fault somewhere, but I hadn't messed with any wires, so I couldn't figure out what it would be. And so I just kind of started tracking it backwards, and luckily I found that ground switch real quick. It just I just bypassed it. All it is it just interrupts the negative cable on the battery, so I just disconnected it and grounded the battery straight to the frame like it ought to be anyway. And it worked fine. But assuming that the machine might have other ground faults, now I'll have to always disconnect the battery cable when I'm done until I get that fixed. Anyway, you can't see a whole lot of progress, but I filled right in here today a little bit more to build it up because there's a pretty steep drop off. I mean, you can see right there used to be my ramp down into the pit, and it's filled in now. The sump hole, of course, is looking deeper and deeper just because I'm building up more towards it. And then I put a couple more loads over in here to help build that out and let it set up. That was where I got stuck the other day with the truck and then broke that cylinder. So I'm trying to, each day I just put a couple loads in there and then pack them in and push it in. Because it's too soft. If I fill it all in one day, it's too soft to try to drive across it. So I give it a day to set up. So like tomorrow I'll back off in here and I'll put a couple more loads in it. I keep advancing my way over there towards that sump, and then I'll show you the pond. So the old pond here is getting dangerously low on clay. I know I'll have enough to build up where the garage has to go without a doubt, and where the house is going to go. I just don't know if I'll have enough to build sort of the high island all the way around like I want to, but that's okay because that process is not nearly as critical. So here's the leading edge of the pond. I'm standing about 12 foot up, I guess, and you can see, like I said before, where I'm kind of cutting it down in levels there, so when I come back through, I'll just knock that down at an angle with the excavator to make a smooth. I mean, it'll get deep fast, but at least it'll be a smooth entry and not just a drop off. But you can see the pond. I mean, it's getting wallered out pretty big. If I thought it was big before when I took the picture of the excavator sitting there, well, it's about twice that size now. So going really well, but I'm going to keep breaking out this part of the little road here. And I mean, this is a whole day of hauling anyway, I think, just this part. And then I've started working over here again, cleaning some of this up. Y'all remember that was kind of filled in. It was just kind of some stranded clay out there. Well, that stuff on the other side is still kind of stranded. But I pulled all this into me this afternoon and stacked it up over here and kind of tracked it in. And I'm going to probably not move it again tomorrow, but got it at least picked up and up out of the shallows. And yeah, I've still got more to do with it. It's probably another day of hauling at least, clean all that up. So, I mean, 2 full days of hauling will make a monumental difference, but I think I probably got 3, maybe 4 days worth of clay total. But the end result, as I start to work my way out of the little pond road here, is I'll have this be a ramp. Oh, I can't even see my finger, sorry. I have the sun on my eyes. Anyway, my little haul road there will eventually be a ramp that goes down into the pond. That way, if I do decide in the future that I have to get clay off the opposite side, I'll be able to actually get the truck down into the pond if I want to, and for getting sand, because I do still want to get sand out. So hopefully I can make it out to be a smooth ramp. And that's the only question, is that by leaving that as a ramp, I don't know how much clay I'll leave behind, but it's something that if I really had to, I could tear that ramp out and I can just work off that opposite bank. So I do have some options here. Anyway, brought the pump along, but forgot to ever come around and actually set it up. It wouldn't take but 5 minutes to pump that out anyway, just to get it kind of cleaned up. And I wanted to get this to drain off too, but it's just got itself stranded where it's at. But it's real shallow. It'll dry out quick enough with the sun on it. Anyway, just want to give that update, and I'll show you more tomorrow after another day of hauling. Okay, little day 2 update just real quick. Ran for about 7 hours today, 6 hours of real, for sure, running, and got a lot of dirt moved, which of course you can't really tell now because I spread it all out, but built all this up in here and then put quite a few loads back in this ditch trying to get it filled in. Of course, it's going to need a lot more. I just want to get that at least kind of tapered off before we think about trying to build out here. you see I've moved my pink flags even further back, but where I'm standing really is where the garage is supposed to go. So I've piled so much more dirt here than we need. But you know, long term, it's gonna have to all be put here. So it's okay to pile a little bit extra right now, but that's it for now. I'll try to peck away at it, you know, here and there. But I don't know what the weather's gonna do. So we'll just kind of figure this update, and I'll give you probably another update later on after I've gotten a few days worth, because I don't know when I'm going to get another full day to show something substantial. But anyway, like I said, I'm standing up here at least 2 feet above grade. But next time I get out here, I want to try to stack everything right in here and then break down off of that to grade it out for a good pad. I think I'm done having to fill in over there and other little spots here and there. I've had to build up a lot back in there just to make my ramp easier to get up and down with a fully loaded truck up into here. So I think I've done enough of that to where I can pile, exclusively where the garage is going to go now, and I should be okay. So like I said, I just want to get a little update, and I don't know, might be a week or two before you hear from me, so be patient.